Hello students, welcome back to my YouTube channel Civil EduNext. Myself Maitri Dave, Assistant Professor at LG Institute of Engineering and Technology. Today we are going to discuss about building services. So let us begin our first lecture for building services, right? So in today's lecture, basically we are going to discuss different topics in which the first topic is all about the introduction to building services. Then we will see the topic number 2, which is all about the house water connections, and lastly we will see the water piping system in buildings, right? So without wasting much time, let us start with topic number 1, which is all about introduction to building services, right? So here I can say building services are the systems installed in the building to make them comfortable, functional, efficient and safe, right? Even the building function cannot be limited to provide shelter only. Building services is what make the building comes to life. It means what makes the building work, right? Even the building should be designed in such a way that it will provide an environment where people can feel comfortable working and living, right? So I can say that everything inside a building which makes it safe and comfortable comes under the title of building services. So that's all for the introduction. Now let's see the types of building services. So here I can say, you can see on screen different building services are like water supply, drainage, electrification, gas supply, HVAC, it means the heating, ventilation and air conditioning, telecommunication, internet, CCTV camera network, fire safety, sound insulations, thermal insulations, anti-termite treatment, even the waterproofing, television cabling or the escalators and lifts are also comes under this building services, right? So these are the basic needs that one building must have, right? Now let us discuss the second topic for today's lecture, which is all about house water connection. So here the first term which is very important is what is house water connection is all about. Then we will see the requirements of pipe fit and the fixtures, right? And lastly we will see the pipe fitting and the fixtures. Now let's begin with the first term, which is all about what is house water connection. So here I can say that in installing a water supply plumbing system in a building, the first and the main step obviously is to obtain a water connection from the municipal water line, right? So here the connection for a single house will normally involve tapping the main while it is under pressure and installing a corporation cock. Even I can say a domestic service connects include the following components basically, while the components are like ferrule, gooseneck, service pipe, stopcock and water meter. So if I want to give you a brief idea about all, then you can see over here one picture. Now let us discuss the first component, which is ferrule. So a ferrule is a right angle sleeve made of brass or gunmetal and is joined to a hole drilled in the water main, to which it is screwed down with a plug. Its size varies from 10 to 50 mm, right? The second component is the gooseneck, right? So it is a small size 40 to 50 centimeter long curved pipe made of flexible material like brass, copper or lead, forming a flexible connection between the water main and the service pipe due to movement that take place between the water main and the service pipe, right? Next term is this service pipe. So it is generally a GI pipe. It means the galvanized iron pipe of size less than 50 mm diameter. It should be laid underground in a trench in which no screw or drainage pipe is laid. A service pipe supplies water to the building through the municipal main, as you can see in this figure, right? Next is this stopcock. Here, the stopcock is provided before the water enters the water meter in the house. It is installed in a suitable masonry chamber with a removable cover and is fixed in the street close to the boundary wall. So sometimes it is provided just before the water meter inside the house, keeping both of them in one chamber, right? So this is all about stopcock. Now let us see the concept of water meter. Here, the water meter measures and records the quantity of water consumed in the house. So the domestic type of water meter is fitted into the service pipe with unions, which enables the meter to be changed where necessary. It is also installed in a suitable chamber with the cover, right? So that's all for house water connections, right? Now let us move to the next topic, which is requirement of pipe fitting and fixtures. So here, the first term that is considered as to be a requirement is that they should be easy to fix or remove, right? Even they should be easy to repair. At the same time, their threads and nut bolts should be of standard size, right? Even they should produce minimum resistance to the flow of water. Even they should be durable and economical. At the same time, the operation should be simple, right? So these are the requirements. Now let us move to the last topic, which is pipe fitting and the fixtures. So here I can say various fittings and fixtures used in water distribution system are as follow, like band, cross, T, Y, flange, reducer, plug, elbow, coupling, ferrule, nipple, ball valve, gooseneck, stopcock, wheel valve, pillar cock, shower and union, right? So let us discuss all one by one. Here you can see the first one is the band. Here you can see the figure of band, where the use of band is to join two pipes at a right angles, right? Even it can provide bands at 30 degree as well as 45 degree, right? The second name is the cross, where you can see the clear figure of cross on screen, which is used to cross the two pipelines at right angles, right? Next is the T. It means it provides branch at right angles as well as to provide branches at right angle in three directions, right? So these are the three terms. Now let's move to the fourth term, which is Y. So these are used to provide branch at an angle other than the right angle, right? The next is the flange. Here you can clearly see the picture of flange, where it is used to provide joint required to be joined or open frequently, as well as for joining pump to pipeline. Even these are used to provide meter or the other fixtures in the pipelines, right? The sixth one is the reducer or the enlarger. So here you can see the reducer and the enlargers pictures over here, which are used to connect pipes of different diameters, right? The seventh one is all about the plug. It means these are used to close the end of pipe or to close the end of pipe to fix the beep cock or the showers, right? These are used to close the end of pipe as well as to close the end of pipe to fix the beep cock or the shower. Next is the elbow. Here these are used to provide joint required to be joined or open frequently. Even these are used for joining pumps to the pipeline. Even they provide meter or the other fixtures in the pipelines, right? The next is the coupling, which is very important. So these are used to connect two pipes, right? 10th one is the ferrule. So it is used to give water connection to the consumers as well as it controls the quantity of water to be supplied to the consumers, right? Next is the nipple. It is usually connecting two female threaded fitting or pipes. It is used as adapters for one connection type to the another. It is mainly used in lower pressure piping system, right? Next, 12th one is the ball valve. So here you can see it is used to regulate the specified level of water in the tank and the other storages, right? Now the 13th one is of gooseneck. Here it is used to provide flexible connection of service line with main pipeline. At the same time, next one is the stopcock, which are used to stop the water flow in the pipeline temporarily. So we can say it is used to stop the water flow for the repair, right? Next is this sluice or the gate valve. So here these are used to control the flow of water in a large pipelines. Even these are used to divert flow of water in other pipes, right? Next is the pillar cock. So here these are used for fixing in the wash basin and the sinks, right? Now the next is the shower. So for washing in the bathroom or for sprinkling water in the gardens, these are mainly used. Next is the union. So these are used for easy repair of the pipeline. Next is the bibcock. So here it is used in wash basins, bathrooms, kitchens, etc. from where consumer gets the water. Next is the water meter. So here it is used for measuring the flow to domestic buildings as well as to compute the volume of water used from the reading on the meter, right? So these all are the fittings which are very useful for different category in a particular house, right? So it is very important to know all the pipe fittings and the fixtures. Now let us move to the next topic for today's lecture, which is water piping system in the buildings, right? So here the first term for this water piping system in building is the piping system using direct supply. Then we will see the piping system using overhead tank. Then we will see the piping system using underground overhead tank supply, and lastly we will see the pump system, right? So let us begin with the first term, which is piping system using direct supply. So here I can say in direct system, water is supplied to all the fixtures at the all floors of a building directly from the city main through the house connection, right? Even I can say this type of system is successful only when the water supply is available at adequate pressure round the clock, right? Nextly, I can say this system is suitable for countries that maintain high standards for water supply as it eliminates the need for storage tanks, right? This system is very convenient and economical to the users as it avoids the necessity of storage tank, pumping sets, etc., right? So here in this figure, you can see how this system works, right? Even in such system, separate provision of supplying stored overhead water to closet and the urinal is sometimes made to ensure supply to these fixtures in case of breakdown in the city main or the accidental low pressure, right? So this is all about piping system using the direct supply. Now let us understand the second term, which says the piping system using an overhead tank. So here I can say in many cities, the water pressure in the municipal mains is sufficient to make the water reach up to 3 to 4 stories, but only for a limited period in the morning and the evenings. So to meet the water requirements during non-supply hours, water is stored in overhead tanks placed on the terrace, which are filled with the direct connection from the mains. As you can see in this figure, a water tank is provided right at the terrace. So supply to kitchen is taken from the direct main, while supply to taps for bathing and flushing is taken from the overhead tank, right? So this is all about a overhead tank system. Now let us understand the piping system using underground overhead tanks supply. So here, when the municipal water supplies are at low pressure and whether intermediate or continuous, then it becomes necessary to store water in the underground tank. So here you can say at terrace water tank is there, but still underground tank is also added. So the water collected in the underground tank is finally lifted to the overhead tank using pump, right? So ordinary 2 to 3 storied house will install a direct as well as an underground overhead tank supply system. So direct supply connections may be made to the lower story, and all the higher floors the stored water will have to use even for drinking purposes, right? But sometimes in multi-storied building, municipal water is collected in the underground tank and then it is pumped up to the overhead tank from where all down tank connections are provided. So this is the concept of overhead tank supply, right? Now let us understand the last system, which is the pumped system. Now this system eliminates the need of overhead tank. So water can be distributed by an automatic pumping system directly to the supply point from the water stored in the underground tank, right? So the system is able to supply water at much higher pressure than it is possible from the local overhead tanks, right? So this is the concept of the pumped system. So in today's lecture, we have learned basically 3 topics, which are introduction to building services, house water connection and water piping system in building. I hope you all understand these 3 topics in detail. See you soon in the next lecture Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel Civil EduNext.